Hey guys, and welcome to Snowbreak Containment Zone. So if you are still contemplating on pulling for Miss Bubu here, I will, give you a sneak peek onto what to expect if you're planning still to pull for her and how you're gonna be using her. Okay, so both I'm gonna be showcasing her through mobs and through a boss. So sit tight because this will be a very eye-opening video. So we'll start off, guys, with her skills. So we have Triad of Faith. In general, this skill is mainly gonna be used for recharging of S energy. Okay, that is just what the whole thing says, mainly. So you hold the standard skill button, then it recharges S energy every 0.1 seconds. There's a passive, however. Bubu is unable to automatically recover S energy, so it's useless to give her any S energy recovery, boost. So when Bubu enters the stage, automatically enters Evil Ward state. Each shot consumes 1 S energy to increase thermal damage of the shot. Technically, every time she deals a damage through her pistol, it consumes S energy. So it's like fuel for additional damage. When Bubu is in Evil Ward state, shot hits on target or other objects consume additional S energy to ricochet to nearby targets does not count as a shot hit. The final damage dealt and S energy consumed decreases by 25% with each successive ricochet up to 2 ricochets and to a minimum of 50%. Thermal damage boost for shot in Evil Ward is 47.5. So again, the standard skill is just gonna be your refueling skill. Even if you're using her her ultimate later, we will discuss that. So support skill, I doubt you'll be using her as a support operative, but we'll discuss it anyway. So cooldown is 20 seconds. Energy cost for this is at 20. So Bubu creates a 5-ray formation at the target location for 5 seconds. When the deployed operative shoots the 5-ray flame inside the formation, Bubu deals thermal damage to all targets within. This effect can be triggered every 1 second. So this kills off Bubu's attack. Okay, now off to her ultimate, which is Trinity of Virtue. This one, guys, doesn't have a U energy cost. Okay, so it's 0. You can literally spam this skill right after it expires, or it wears down. So you can. There's a passive for this. When Bubu is deployed, gains 10 Divine Blessing every 1 second for each 4-fold Arcana shot fired. The 4-fold Arcana shot fired is the burst shot that she shoots. For every 3 shots, so 1, 2, 3, the third shot is going to be a burst shot. Gains 45 Divine Blessing. Every 100 Divine Blessing will fill 1 Divine Seal up to 3. Bubu consumes 1 Divine Seal to replenish her magazine and gain 10 Vital Essence entering Evil Purge state. In Evil Purge state, Bubu shots are enhanced with 8-fold Arcana shots, which have a 100% chance to deal crit. Okay, takeaway from here is you don't really need to reload her gun. So this part of the ultimate will take care of it. And also, there's a chance for her to deal 100% crit, which you only need to make sure that you have a lot of crit damage. Okay, and increases crit damage amplifier, including bounces, and have decreased S energy cost equal to 60% of that of normal shots. After firing 2 8-fold Arcana shots and dodging in this state, Bubu quickly reloads. In Evil Purge state, Bubu cannot gain Divine Blessing. Bubu also automatically consumes 4 Vital Essence in every second and consumes 15 Vital Essence of each 8-fold Arcana shot. She can still fire an 8-fold Arcana shot when Vital Essence is below 15. She exits the state when she leaves the field or when Vital Essence becomes 0. Starting with the second use of the ultimate skill with a second battle, ultimate skill animation will not be displayed. So take note that the ultimate skill animation only applies at first, doesn't apply to successive uses of the ultimate skill. So this is a lot to digest, but I'll show you how easy it's gonna be. Okay, so once we get we have to go to the alignment index. So after Bubu fires 2 normal shots, her next shot will be a 4-fold Arcana shot. She quickly reloads if her magazine has less than 4 bullets remaining immediately before performing a 4-fold Arcana shot, as well as after performing it. Arcana shots or quickly fires 3 bullets in rapid succession, as I've said. However, each bullet final damage decreases to 60% with their U energy recovery and destructible object damage decreased to 35% of the original value, includes both 4-fold and 8-fold Arcana shots. For each 100 alignment index, increases Bubu's attack by an additional 5%. So take note of that. Those are her skills. She's really fun to use. Simple skill rotation, as you will know later. The last one we'll be discussing is going to be the weapon. So for logistics, definitely it's specialized for her. Halo is it. So increase attack by 24, and the rest is going to be damage buffs. So for Arcana shot, and this is an additional attack of 30%. Again, her kit is it's gonna deal some pain, really. Okay, for manifestation, I'm at manifestation 0. Despite being at manifestation 0, she packs a punch. Even without what do you call this? Even without supports, in which we will do later, she packs a punch. So I would recommend that you get her up to M3. Even if you're free to play, just get 1 copy of her and farm for copies, at least M3. Okay, so M1 is just it's a big modifier of 20% for the shots and a crit damage amplifier. Actually, crit damage amplifier for both shots and for Arcana shots by an additional 20%. Again, ridiculous M1. M2 is increased final damage of Arcana shots by 12%. And again, at M3, if she's equipped with a thermal weapon, shots ignores 20% of target defense, which is again ridiculous. So, if you're really free to play, she's really perfect for you. Not much investment required for her kit, even at M0, and the gun later will really surprise you on what the comparison is. So M4 is going to be an additional level for increased thermal damage boost for shots in Evil Ward state to 57.5%, and M5 is going to be deals crit. If Arcana shot deals crit, increase attack by 20%, another 20% for 10 seconds. So the important M's are going to be 1, 2, and 3. Even for free to play, it's easy to farm these 3. If you want to stop at M3, it's actually okay. And she will need M3 really for you to enjoy more or less on the damage dealing. So that is it for her. As for the weapon, I do have Gilded Blaze. So for Gilded Blaze, I only got 1 copy. This is for tier 1. But I do have the other weapon, which is Plum Blossom. Okay? I do have a file here just to compare both of these weapons. So Plum Blossom, at tier 5, ballistic damage plus 30%, thermal damage is plus 30%. For Gilded Blaze, which what I have at tier 1, so ballistic damage, these are the 12 to 36. These are let us go back to the gun itself. This one has stacks. So as you can, no, this is not the one. This is the one. Okay. So this one is for each 1 stack of Flame Robe increases ballistic damage by 12 up to 36%. So this stacks. Okay, let me just go back to that file. Okay, so that skill stack. So one stack 12, 2 stacks 24, 3 stacks 36. Once you reach 36, there's an additional 12%. So technically, up to when you reach 3 stacks, 36 plus 12, that is 48%. Okay, so that is how big the ballistic damage is. For Thermal, it's lower than Plum Blossom at 18, which is going to be at 30 here. This is going to be at 48, this is at 30. So if you see the difference of both guns at tier 1 and this one, Plum Blossom at tier 5, Gilded Blaze at tier 1, is actually not that much. Okay, especially when you talk about the thermal damage. Thermal damage goes to Plum Blossom at tier 5, but ballistic damage goes to Gilded Blaze at tier 1. So again, it's about neck and neck and about, you know, balanced enough. But when you go to Gilded Blaze tier 2, ballistic damage, first stack is going to be 20. This next one is going to be 40. When you have 4 stacks, this goes up to 60 plus 20. So the ballistic damage goes ballistic and goes up to 80%. It's a very far cry from the 30, the 48, and the 80. So that is it. If you want to go tier 2, again, be my guest. These are just comparisons. Thermal is gonna be at 30, which is in par with Plum Blossom at tier 5. So the big difference is gonna be at ballistic damage. So if you're free to play, don't worry, Plum Blossom is going to be a very good option for you. You don't have to get Gilded Blaze at tier 1. If you would go for tier 1, go for tier 2 because the tier 2 damage is really, really insane. Okay, so again, this is the one that stacks. The stacking for 1 stack of Flame Robe increases ballistic damage. So this is it. So right now I have it at tier 1. This one is at tier 1 also. But again, if you take this to tier 5, both tier 5 and tier 1 of Gilded Blaze is going to be neck and neck in terms of damage. Okay? So those are the comparisons with the weapon. We will go to some gameplay and we'll see how she does with mobs and how she does with a single boss. Okay, so we're trying her out without supports and without opening any chest. And first and foremost, make sure that your ultimate is running and so that you could start shooting. Also, be wary, guys, that as you shoot the first target, there is actually ricochet to a second target, which is nice for mobbing, especially if they are, you know, they're clumped up together. Take note that your S energy is depleted. As much as possible, recharge your S energy in between battles if you have stages like these, because once you are, what do you call this? Once you are already facing enemies, it's really nice that you have a continuous rate of fire and not be interrupted with the S energy that you need to recharge. So again, recharge while you are moving from one battle to another. So, but before you go to the next battle, make sure that your ultimate skill is ready. So clearing mobs is actually fun for her because of the ricochet. So it's not gonna be a problem for her. Spamming the ultimate is actually fun as well. See, it's a lot of damage. Take note, guys, that she doesn't have any supports here. This is a solo run with no supports. So recharge while you're proceeding to the next area. Please note that she is squishy. Okay, she is squishy and she takes a lot of damage. So it's important that you bring with you a healer if you do take her to more difficult stages. As long as you know how to aim well, you're not gonna be... It's not a problem handling her. See, I forgot actually to recharge my S energy, and the action was interrupted there. So again, S energy. It's really important that you are aware that their S energy is depleted or nearly depleted. So those are for the mobs, and let's move towards a boss here. I would suggest if you're facing a boss and it's only one target, do not use your ADS. Because sometimes if you are in ADS mode, you cannot see what is around you. Or you cannot dodge others or other threats around you. Oh my god, charging please. There you go. So the skill cycle is just very simple. Charge with the ultimate, shoot, monitor your S energy, recharge in between battles or when you are free so that you can shoot again. It's really important that you have S energy with your regular shot and with your or when using shots with your ultimate skill. So those are the nuances of her kit. Okay guys, so for Bubu, very simple kit, very fun to use. Skill rotation is not as difficult, packs a lot to punch in terms of damage, yet she is at M0. Again guys, even with the weapon at if you get the free weapon at tier 5, it's not gonna be a problem. If you are free to play, definitely get her to Manifestation 3. Just farm for copies of her. Start her off at M0. It's actually a very nice kit. The logistics, again, it's easy to farm now and it's easy to adjust the stats. So make sure that you build her well. I'm gonna be putting out a build guide for those who are getting her, or for those who got her already, in another video, so please watch out for that. So again, if she's worth it, she's really worth it. She's on par with our top DPS, even better, I may say so. Because right now, even at M0, she packs a punch. I'm not sure if I get her at at least at M3 on how big the damage she will be dealing. Plus, if you have supports like Fenny SS to give her more damage, she's gonna be a monster in terms of ballistic damage. So again guys, comment what you think on the below in the comment section, what you think of her and if you're getting her or if you got her. So guys, thank you very much for staying this far. Take care, stay safe. This is the Warden and I'm out of here.